Okay, so this next problem, let's try to do it. Now, these types of integrals are not that easy because they're just not. The trig slopes are not that easy to do. But it gets easier if you can draw a triangle. For some reason I couldn't draw a triangle earlier. Why is my pen laggy? There we go. Here's a triangle, right? And note that we have this rule called Pythagorean theorem. So it's a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, and then we call this c, we'll call this a and b. Now note that we do have the situation where we have something kind of similar, right? We do have 9 minus x squared, and we'll call it equals to what? Maybe equal to a squared, right? So what does this mean? It means that, in other words, 3 squared is equal to c squared, which is equal to a squared plus x squared. So our triangle looks like this. We said that we have a here, and then x, triangle theta, theta. So this is what our situation looks like. This is our triangle. And the reason why it's our situation is because this is what our integrand has here. Sort of. So in other words, we know that x is equal to 3 sine theta. And we know that dx is equal to 3 cosine theta. So we know that 9 minus x squared is equal to 9 minus 9 sine squared theta, which is all equal to what? Which is equal to a squared. And we know that a squared itself is equal to what? Well, a squared itself then must equal to what? 3 cosine theta squared, which is 9 cosine squared theta. So our once 9 minus x squared through the half power is now exactly equal to 9 cosine squared theta 3/2. Okay. So what this means is that we have what? We'll have 9 to the power 3/2. So what does that mean? Well, this is 3 to the power 2 times 3 over 2 and cosine squared theta times 3/2. Well, this all just becomes 27 cosine cubed theta. Right? This guy over here is this guy. So it's a trig sub. That's what it is. Okay, so now our new integral. And dx, what does it say? Dx is equal to this thing. And minor tweak to it. D theta. Don't forget your differential. Dx is equal to 3 cosine theta d theta. D theta all divided by 27 cubed theta. This is our new integral. This integral is exactly equal to this integral. Except this one's easier to solve, isn't it? Okay, well then what does this become? This becomes 1/9. 1/9. And cosine divided by 3 cosines is just 1 divided by cosine squared, which is secant squared. Theta d theta. And we know that this is equal to 1/9. What? Tangent theta plus c. But we want this in terms of x, right? We don't want this in terms of theta. So this is equal to 1/9. And the tan theta turns into tan. Where is the x? X is 3 sine theta. So now we put 3 sine theta. 1 second, I said that wrong. X is equal to 3 sine theta, so we want theta by itself. So it's going to be x over 3 is equal to sine theta, in which theta is equal to sine inverse x over 3. So this is tangent of sine x over 3 inverse plus c. So this is your answer. And I will box it. And you're like, yes, this is kind of an ugly answer. But can get better. Because what? Well, we know how to rewrite tan and the sine inverse, right? We do know how to rewrite things. So guys, this is an answer, and you could put this on your test and you should get full credit for it. But if you want to make it look a little bit nicer, let's go back to this triangle right here. I'll redraw it. 3x a theta. Right. I believe this was the triangle. Yeah. Okay. So remember how we said, like, we want to know what theta is. Well, you also know that theta is equal to the tan inverse of what? Tan inverse of x over a. Right? Do you know that? So then you could write tan theta is equal to tan inverse of x over a, which is just equal to x over a. Okay. And then what did we say x was? We said x was what? 1 second. We had 9 minus x squared equal to a squared, right? So then we have to define what x over a is, just in terms of x, because we don't know what a is. We don't. I'm going to put we don't know what a is, but we don't like a. Because it's unknown, right? We only know what x is, you know what x is and a theta is, but we don't really know what a is, right? It's just kind of a random assignment here I gave you guys to make things fit. So what we need to see is that we just want 9 minus x squared in terms of a. I mean, we want a in terms of 9 minus x squared. So we see that a is equal to 9 minus x squared. So then when we do x over a, by the way, this is the same thing as x over 9 minus x squared. So again, this is really kind of confusing because it's like you're doing a lot of change of variables and manipulation with the trigonometry and the algebra here to get to this answer, which is, I'll write the integral again. What was our original integral? I think it was, yeah. Our original integral was this, right? 9 minus x squared, 3/2. And then your final answer turns out to just be this thing. Like, this is your final answer, and it was kind of confusing to get here because there's a lot of manipulation, like I've been saying. But if you draw the triangle, it should get easier because you'll see that this triangle tells you a lot of information, and all you need is the triangle, and you need to know how sine, cosine, and tangent work, and then you need to know the Pythagorean theorem, and then the rest is just creating a reasonable relationship. That's the hard part, is using this reasonable relationship to reduce the integral down to something that you do know. And then, again, you could have been lazy. You could have just left it right here, and this is perfectly fine. But maybe you want to get it to here, which is like what the official answer is, right? Again, this is the official answer as well. This is 100% true. But this looks a lot nicer. So there you go.